Welcome back to Yes a Tesla, and today we're going to be talking about how I joined a cult. 2025 rear-wheel drive Tesla Model 3 in the Quicksilver colorway. The main thing I like about this car is it's super fast, super efficient, and what makes me think that I'm part of an actual cult right now is the community behind it. So most everybody who owns one of these Teslas especially, they always talk about the benefits of it and all that stuff. It gives you real cult vibes. I was at the gas station yesterday. Yeah, I had to use the bathroom, and there was 3 other Teslas there. I hop out to take a picture, and the guy says, "Tesla gang, no other car have I ever owned, even a car that I even had as someone else's car. Never have they ever said, oh, Honda gang." So really starting to think that we are a part of an absolute cult. Hey, I'm down for it. If you guys haven't seen yet, they have came out with a new Tesla diner. As the channel grows, we will be participating in those type of events. So just you subscribe, as you will be able to be a part of the growth. I hope you guys enjoy the content, especially as the channels grow. And I did ask the guy, will this Tesla be able to get retrofitted for the camera in the front, because it doesn't currently have a camera in the front, and he said yes, that he has one of these cars and he's actually waiting on the same exact thing. So he doesn't know when. He said maybe by the end of 2025, early 2026, but he has no clue. Look at that. This is the other camera right here. Very good quality cameras, bro. So let's get inside the car. So as I stated, yeah, I feel like this is definitely a cult, 100%. You have our leader at the front, which is Tesla. I don't think of Elon as the actual cult leader. I think of him as just a representative for the leader, which is Tesla. Because Tesla can ultimately exist without Elon, if you think about it. Elon Musk isn't what's holding Tesla together. He's just the face of it, you know? They could literally replace him at any time, just like they replaced the Papa John's guy, you know? I mean, I don't know who the new guy is, but they replaced the Papa John's guy. They could definitely do it. When you have shareholders and you are a publicly traded company, you can get replaced literally at any time once the shareholders make that decision to get rid of you. There's CEOs all day that get replaced all the time. Now, is he a visionary? Of course. I mean, he does do something, obviously. Otherwise, they might have got rid of him a long time ago. But without him, Tesla still exists. So I think of Tesla as the cult leader itself, as an entity. And it puts out different products because it's a AI software company that happens to sell cars, that happens to run autonomous vehicles, that happens to want to also get into robotics. This is where we're at. And I'm excited because, like I said, I feel like being in on Tesla at this level is like being in Mercedes-Benz before it was Mercedes-Benz. I do think of Tesla as a luxury brand, not a luxury car. There's no such thing as a cheap luxury anything. You go into Louis Vuitton right now and tell them that their prices are too high. They don't care. Either you can afford it or you can't. That's what luxury is. Now, it's a cheaper version of a high-end car. Yes, 100%. Especially with the specs that it comes with, especially with all the support of the community, and especially of all the technology that has to go within the simplicity of what you would call a Tesla. I love the glass roof. I thought for sure that the glass roof would be a hindrance on you and your safety. You go and take a look at the crush test on this, and they literally couldn't even crush it completely in. I feel just as safe as any other car on the road, but safer. So yes, I'm good with having a Tesla. I'm okay with it. I've never got anybody who says, oh, blah, 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 and talk about Tesla hate. I think it's weird how some people will look at Tesla and refer to it as the Elon car.
I think the only thing that Elon Musk put out would be the Cybertruck. So yeah, I would say the Cybertruck represents Elon more than the Tesla Model 3 or even the Model Y or even the Model X or even the Model S. Model 3 especially doesn't represent Elon in any way. He doesn't promote the Model 3 like that. Come on now, he wants you to get the Model S. When he was on with Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan was asking about cars, he said, get a Model S Plaid, you'll be excited. He didn't say get a Model 3, wait for the performance to come out. No, he said get the Model S Plaid. What does Joe Rogan have right now? He has a Model S Plaid. Okay, so that lets you know that he's not about this exact car. I've never even heard him, well, I have heard him mention the Model Y in speaking, but never as a suggestion. His suggestion would be the Model X or the S, and now the Cybertruck. And then obviously the Robotaxi and, you know, anything else that they're going to drop. But when he goes into a fluent conversation about something, it's not going to be about the Model 3. So refer to Elon Musk as the cult leader of Tesla. He's not. He's a representative, but he's not the cult leader of Tesla. Tesla itself is the cult leader. That's how I feel. And yes, I feel like I joined a cult 100%. But not all cults are bad, you know what I'm saying? Not all cults are bad. Because within the Tesla community, there are people here who are into cars. And this is what they like, is Tesla. That's the club I'm a part of right there. So that, if you want to call that a cult, I'm a part of a cult, baby. And I'm okay with it. Because why? This is a fantastic car. I've liked Tesla since the first time I've ever driven a Tesla. And the first time I ever driven one was, I think, like 3.5 years ago when I rented one. I knew for facts that I was going to own it one day. I needed to know more information about it, so therefore I got more information. And then I jumped into Tesla and rented the Model Y, the Model 3, even the Model X. I was sold. By the time I drove the Model X, I was sold. 100% sold. Just like whenever I drove the Cybertruck, when it first came out and they were like, hey, we're finally doing demo drives. I did one of the first demo drives. And yeah, I had the guy still in the car, you know. Now you can get a demo drive with nobody in the truck and you can just go and enjoy the truck. I had to demo drive with a person in the truck. So that's how early I was with that. So I know for facts that Tesla was for me immediately. And then I was like, I had created a channel and I called it Yes Tesla. I was like, bro, and the original idea was from this little kid that was on TikTok. He'd always be like, Back in Blood challenge, yes sir. I'm sure you've seen that kid. I was like, oh, that's cool. I wanted to take that and make it Yes a Tesla. But it was going to be spelled YESSA Tesla. Yes sir, Tesla. Yes sir, Tesla. Then I was like, no, I feel like I'm like biting, you know, I feel like I'm taking his style. So I was like, just simplify it. Yes sir, Tesla. Boom. It flows so well. After I came up with the name, I was like, you know what? I want to actually do this. And I was going to go and do the demo drives. And on the demo drives, I was going to do videos. That was the whole thing. I was going to do videos on all the different cars. And then I contacted the people and they said, yeah, you could do that, but you can't just sit here and demo drive. It's not unlimited demo drives. And I knew I was going to run out of content, so I just ended up just trashing the idea. Here we are, a year and a half later, well, actually 2 years later now. 2 years later, here we are. We have our own Tesla. We can do our own content. I love taking pictures of this car. Here's a few of my photos that I took. Yes, I love it. Because I never took pictures of my car. Maybe I took a few pictures or whatever, but I never seen it and said, oh, this would be a great spot to take a picture of my car being there. I never did that in my life. And now I've done it at least 10 times. You know what I mean? At least 10 times. And I just hopped out right now. I did a video of the car. I was like, you know what? Let's get it done. So I appreciate you guys. Just want to let you know that I have officially joined a cult. And it's called Yesa Tesla. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video if you haven't already, and I appreciate you and your time.